All right, now let's take a look at some examples of a product of a sum and difference. All right, so we're going to try and work through these examples without using the FOIL method and just using this pattern right down here, that a plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. So, just like we did when we were working on the square of a binomial, we want to identify what our a term is and what our b term is. Right, so here, our a term is always going to be that first term in our binomial. So in this example up here, our a term is just going to be equal to x. Same with our b term. The b term is always going to be the second term of our binomial, which in this case is 9. So we have a is our x and our b is equal to 9. So now we just have to go ahead and apply this pattern right here. So we have a plus b times a minus b. Well, that's equal to a squared minus b squared. So we see this is equal to our a squared. That's just, remember we said our a was x. So this is x squared minus, it's always going to be minus, our b squared. And here, right, our b was 9. So we just have to do 9 squared. And now from here we can just simplify, right? So we have right here x raised to the second power. That's just x squared. And then we have minus this 9 squared, which we can see is just 9 times 9, which is 81. And then that's it. We found our solution, right? A squared minus b squared. That's x squared minus 81. Now let's take a look at it for this sum and difference. So we have 3c plus 4 times 3c minus 4. So I want you to go ahead, pause the video, try this on your own, identify your a value, your b value, and then apply this a squared minus b squared and see what you get. Then come back, watch the video, see if your answer matches up. All right, so if we take a look, we want to identify our a term and our b term. So we remember our a term is always the first term of our binomial. So that's going to be 3c. Right? So we can say that our a is equal to 3c. And that means b, the second term of our binomial, is just this 4. So our b is equal to 4. Now we can just apply this rule, apply this pattern. A plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. All right, so this is equal to, right, our a squared. So our a is this 3c, this whole thing. So we're going to have to do 3c to the second power minus our b squared. Right? And we said our b is equal to 4. So that will be minus 4 squared. And now we can go ahead and simplify even more. So remember, we have right here a product raised to a power. So we have to distribute this exponent of 2 to each of the terms here. So we do that, and now that gives us that this is equal to 3 squared times c squared minus 4 raised to the second power. That's just 4 squared. And now we can simplify even more, right? Because we know 3 squared is equal to 9. So this is now equal to 9c squared. And then we have 4 squared. Well, 4 times 4 is 16. So we have minus 16. And now we can't simplify any further. So this is our final answer, 9c squared minus 16.